Almost every single LGBT person that I know has experienced some type of anxiety or depression in their life. So let's talk about that. Good morning, girlfriends, boyfriends, and everyone else in between. So I have been on YouTube for about 5 years now, which is kind of crazy. And the questions that I get most often involve some type of mental health. So welcome my friend Katie, who specializes in just that.
Hey girlfriends and boyfriends.
So Katie, what are the top LGBT mental illnesses?
Well, most research actually suggests that the LGBT community is more likely to suffer from depression, anxiety, and substance abuse disorders. And it's also suggested that the LGBT community as a whole is 2.5 times more likely than the heterosexual community to suffer from mental illness overall.
I personally have experienced plenty of anxiety and I have been depressed before, although it was situational depression. My question is, why do you think LGBT people are more likely to have these?
I believe that this has to do with the stigma that still surrounds the LGBT community. Many people still report that they feel discriminated in school, at work, with their families, and even in their own communities.
At this point in my life, I believe that my anxiety stems from a chemical imbalance. Is there any research that points to LGBT people's brains having a similar chemical imbalance as well as it being a psychological issue?
That's a great question. And since the research overall suggests that the LGBT community is more likely to suffer from mental illness, one could then hypothesize that they are predisposed to have a chemical imbalance as well.
What do you think we could do to help fix these problems?
Talk about it. The more we talk about these issues and the more we make people aware of how their prejudices and misunderstandings can negatively affect us, the less likely it is to keep happening. And if you yourself are struggling with depression or any of the issues we've talked about, please seek help and find a counselor or a therapist in your area. Because most of the issues we find in the LGBT community can come from us internalizing all that negativity we may see around us each and every day. And the sooner we find a safe place to process through it and work through it, the better. Because we can do this. Because
I know you guys, of course, have tons of questions, because that's 99% of the questions I get asked. The conversation does not end here. Click the link in the description below to go to Rainbow University, because Katie will be answering your questions at this time. Remember, there is no such thing as a stupid or offensive question here. So click the link. I will be joining the conversation too. I will see you guys there and back here on this channel next Monday with a brand new video and special guest. Until then, look inside and to the moon. I love you.